everybody, it's Jen here doing In Your Pocket Tuesday. Today I am doing a one-sided spread. That's how I do my project life, just one 12 by 12 spread using that inspiration piece that just flashed by there. I am using a Citrus Twist kit. This is the July kit, and that kit had half of a 6x6 pad of the Crate paper poolside collection, which you see me working with right now, and then there was also some other exclusive cards in there. So that's what you see for that one that says Madly, Truly, Deeply. Other than that, this is a pretty photo intensive layout this time. But I did still stay true to the colors in the inspiration piece. So when I first looked at that inspiration piece and I knew I was doing a pocket page, I actually immediately thought of that floral paper that I'm using there on my date card. So if you haven't watched my Project Life videos before, I don't do the weeks, I just do the date, and that's just my personal preference. So I'm just letting you know that that's how I do mine. And so when I saw that, I wanted to use this paper, and I really love this inspiration piece, but because I am sort of caught up, are we ever caught up with our scrapbooking? Because I'm close to caught up, and this is the summertime, I kind of took those colors, and they're all included, but I added quite a bit more sort of white space, I guess, to make it have a bit more of a summer feel. I did want to make sure though that I included all of the colors, and you'll see as I go through it that I'm trying to do that. But that one particular piece of paper there does have them all. Yeah, so as you can see, it was my son's birthday right there. He is a Canada Day baby, which is July the 1st. For anyone not from Canada, which I'm sure is lots of you. But yeah, that's his birthday there, blowing out his candles. He was 11. So I actually had the confetti collection sticker sheets. I pulled that out of my stash, and there's two little party hats there with a little heart, and I used a little bit of that bunting, and then I used the little edge piece of the bunting also on the picture of him. And all I'm writing on there is to see the layout. So that's how I do my project life, is I do a one 12 by 12 spread each week, and then if there's other things going on, I usually include layouts, and then I just stick it all in my album together. So for these other photos, and a lot of the times I actually will do my 3x4 photos or my 3x4 pockets smaller. It just happened to be that this week I did them all 3x4. I think I was probably just in a rush trying to get them printed. So what I'm doing to add the color to them is I'm using these labels. So some of them are cut aparts from the 6x6 paper pad, and other ones are from a print sheet that we get in our kit and that we cut out ourselves. So just so that you sort of know how I was pulling those colors together. We also got some die cuts from the Journey collection, and I've used a couple of those on here as well. I'm one of those people that can't just use embellishments unless they match what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So I'm not a girl who just sticks feathers on. Like, if I was going to put feathers on, I would have to be doing a craft with feathers, or it'd have to be something about birds. It's just how I am. I totally admire people who can do a feather because we have a feather, but I am just so not one of those people. So when I found this die cut, this is my point I'm getting to, that said happy trails, and we're walking on a trail in this photo, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is totally just meant for me. So I'm using that, and that photo, these are pretty big embellishments, but there's a long bit of trail, and we were walking way down at the end, and so it worked out just perfectly. And I just put on there where we were, that we were gone for a walk, and that it was super hot, and we had picked this spot because it was really shady and in the forest. So if you don't know me, I live in British Columbia, Canada, and I live on the southernmost tip of Vancouver Island, which is a very large island that the point of it sticks right down into where the San Juan Islands are in Washington State. So it's actually rainforest here, temperate rainforest. So it's fantastic. Even in the summer, although we're pretty dry right now, we still have lots of ferns, and it's quite cool in the forest because of the trees. So that's pretty awesome. So right now, for these bottom cards, these are, in my opinion, really beautiful photos. My husband loves to take photos, and believe it or not, these are all just taken with his iPhone 6. So I wanted to keep them simple, but still include the colors that were in the inspiration piece. So I'm doing a little bit of stamping right now. We get this really cool small stamp set with our kit each month, and I'm using some white Memento ink just to add a couple little phrases from this fun stamp set. So I actually have it here because I cannot read it when I'm doing my voiceover. So the one that I just finished stamping there on those dominoes says Family Memories, and that was just a night where we were all playing with my kids and the grandparents who'd come for my son's birthday. We were playing Train. The one with the log and the ocean there says Remember, and then the one that looks like it's a sunset photo says #today, and that is actually a photo from the smoke that we had tons of forest fires this summer, as I'm sure everybody knows, and that is actually the middle of the day in the smoke. So right now, this is where I'm pulling some of the inspiration piece colors in. So I found these super old Amy Tan stickers, and they had some navy blue, which I wanted to pull a little bit more of that in. And then this, I think that's a Chickenitty stickers, and I'm just using some little navy arrows or triangles as arrows. And then that's a little bit of Heidi Swap. I want to say Heidi Shine because I watched all of the Adele's Inky Quill videos, and she always says Heidi Shine, but it's the Heidi Swap Color Shine in navy, just to pull a little bit more of that in. And then right now I'm just pulling sort of colors that will work to add just a little bit of pops, like the green and the yellow, just in a couple little places, but otherwise keeping it pretty simple. So I'm going to be quiet now because I did live and just sharing each one of these little
Hi guys,
bits.
I kind of got cleaning up there and I totally forgot to do the close-ups, so hopefully I remember I was doing this live and can show you. So using that inspiration piece, I veered off a little bit. I don't have as much navy as I kind of originally planned, but that's all right. I did add a few touches at the end there. I was looking through my puffy stickers and added a couple little things. So this little friends and family right here I added a little touch more green with a couple of things. But the general colors are there, just maybe not the same depth that it was in the inspiration piece, and part of that I think is because this is summer. So you can see right on this one here, I also added a little bit more of that navy. And this card was already nice, and I had outlined it with some gold, and then I, at the last minute, put that little star in there too. I just think it's kind of a neat little touch. I kept this one with the dominoes really simple. I just a little stamping on there, and then I did a little bit more on the card beside it because there's lots of free space because we're way down here, very small walking, and so I added that happy trails because we were walking on a trail, and here I added a little bit more yellow because there's kind of dots of yellow in the inspiration piece as well. So I went with the colors, but I really you know, also worked with my photos because that's really what I do. Here you can see I added a little bit more navy down here, but this photo actually has almost all the colors in it, just in a different way. And then this photo here really doesn't match the inspiration piece, although there's a little bit of sort of that orangey tone, and I just went with that because the whole point of this photo is you know, the quality of the sky. So this was actually the middle of the day, but there was lots of fires, and this is what it looked like in the middle of the day. Like it was like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is what it looked like. So I wanted to keep this one, you know, the attention really on that, and I just added a little navy house there for another touch of that navy. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please come back again soon. Check out all the other videos on the Crafty Maven Getaway, and I will actually be back again on Sunday for Spotlight Sunday, and I'm going to give you a really quick little look at my scrap space. It's a disaster right now. Let's hope I get some cleanup done between now and Sunday, and also check out all the other amazing videos and all the other amazing contributors. There's so many talented ladies here. So thanks so much for stopping by to see me, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!